From a streamer stumbling upon a dead body,
oh my God, dear Lord, please rest that person's soul.
to another streamer locating a ritual site deep in the woods.
Neighborhood kids, and when I was there I met one of the kids that rides a dirt bike in here, and he was probably like in his 20s. I don't know if he was like a kid, but the point is I thought this might be something similar.
Here are 15 moments streamers accidentally discovered terrifying things. This streamer, who was casually kayaking through the Little Tennessee River in South Carolina, found something that left him and his entire stream in complete shock and disbelief.
Copy that.
Say again?
Copy. I think we got a dead body here.
He wasted no time and quickly alerted the police, who showed up to confirm if they had actually stumbled on a dead body.
I mean, it could, I mean, it looks like a dead body. I mean, there's a hand sticking up, there's a rotted face. I don't know if it's some kind of stupid Halloween spooky thing, but I'm not touching it. So
The police questioned the kayakers a bit, but then went into action to retrieve the body after they finished their investigation, which by then they determined belonged to a female who probably died after the Helena hurricane that struck across Tennessee.
oh my God, dear Lord, please rest that person's soul. Oh. I mean, I saw that hand sticking up and I was just like, is that some kind of Halloween, like, spooky yard thing that ended up in here?
Right.
Because it is small.
Yeah, it is.
But I looked at the face, dude. It's definitely a person. Hey, and there's shoes at the boat ramp, dude. There's just a pair of, like, little Crocs, not like a girl-sized Crocs just sitting there at the boat ramp. Weird.
Eventually, they found her shoes close to the river, and the case was pretty much solved. If this was scary, our next case also involved a dead body, but it was found in a way more disturbing state. This was the scary moment when teenage streamers happened to find what they suspected to be human parts in a suitcase washed up at the beach.
Guys, we found a suitcase at the beach.
Gabby, go. I'll hold your stuff. I don't know.
Bro. Wait, open it.
Initially, they had no idea what was inside the suitcase, but when they finally opened it, they were left completely shocked.
Oh! Oh! Okay, so she's calling the police so we can see if it's actually a dead body or it's just...
If you thought that was a scary moment, check out the moment a streamer found a dead person who had been buried inside the river for a long time.
Back on the events from last week, we were actually doing a live stream at the time when we were doing our normal environmental cleanup. We were pulling the car out of the river, and at that moment in time, we realized that there was actually a body inside of it.
It took a while to locate the place where that person was, but eventually he was found.
Pulling cars out of the river. Jared's pulled over pretty fast.
So this got real quick. We were actually doing a live as we're pulling a body out. We're showing a little bit of the car, and there's a body inside of it. We've got Dave on the phone right now with the cops. We're pulling a plate number real quick.
Can you just wiggle the plate off, break it off?
Yeah, I tried. 785
785
Dry. D-R-Y.
While live streaming a car removal from the river, the whole process captured the moment the dead body and the abandoned vehicle were removed from the river.
Like this, what's it like for you?
It's real humbling, you know, and part of this is we're able to bring resolution to the family. Somebody has been missing, you know, a loved one, and today we found that loved one that we now have answers for.
For people who...
While the car was being pulled out, we witnessed the moment the streamer absolutely freaks out after the find. You thought that was wild? Watch how this streamer almost uncovered a true crime case while exploring a creepy abandoned school.
Police say Whitsett was found in a lot near these steps on the back of a former junior high school. Sadly, he was shot 2 times in the head and 2 times in the neck.
9 months ago, the 16-year-old was tragically killed on the steps of this school. Unfortunately, no evidence was found of the attacker, and the killer still remains free in the streets of Cleveland. This is truly a heartbreaking thing that continues to plague my city. Hopefully this family gets the justice they deserve.
If you've been watching my videos for a while, I think it's pretty clear the world isn't always the safest place. The guy with the bat could have attacked me at any given moment.
While still moving through the classroom and following the trail, he stumbled on a door, and what he found inside as soon as he opened the door left the streamer completely shaken.
This is where the string goes. Somebody's down there. Wait a minute. This wasn't like this before. Hello? Somebody's in there.
At one point, it looked like the whole school was probably haunted, and eventually they decided it was time to get out of that location. Our clip shows an even more haunted encounter that will probably leave you scared of ever going into the woods. This lesser-known streamer came face to face with something completely weird that he found in the middle of the forest.
Okay, we're deep in the woods. Sort of, we're like on the border, because like there's a side of the woods where there's people's houses. But I came to a trail that led to a trail that led to a trail, up the hill, and I came down this, and as you can see, probably can see, it's fucking blocked. There's trees knocked over, blocking it, and cut.
Apart from being eerily silent, nothing seemed too unusual about the woods. That was until he stumbled upon an extremely weird location.
Adventures that I've had. That's beside the point. These are all different fucking people. And they're all just... This is Utah, Florida. They're all different. They're all fucking different. Every single one. This one's from Georgia. And look at this shit. Like, look where the fuck we are.
Apparently, some creepy people had decided that it would be fun to hang up posters of dozens of missing people at this particular location in the woods. At this point, the streamer was just confused.
And this part right in the middle, it's a hole. It's a filled-in hole, but it's a hole. I'm assuming that whatever this is, or was, collapsed.
A few moments later, he heard a voice, and that's when he decided he had stayed too long in the location and immediately decided to make a run for it. This YouTube duo, Stick and Fran, known as the B2B Castaways, stumbled upon a disturbing sight while both of them were out on their usual island trips on a particular live stream.
Cool, that's awesome. Never know what you'll run into, hey?
My heart is pumping. You wouldn't believe what I just spotted. Oh my god, it's right there. Far out. This is crazy. I've never seen anything like that before, and it's very confronting. All right, I'm gonna show you guys, and then
Fran eagerly shared what she had stumbled across in the caves, and Stick couldn't believe it, as they didn't expect to find a human skull on their expedition.
it's a human skull. Farah, I was not expecting to see anything like that. Also, it's full of wasp nests in here, so I might call Jack first. The guy's got a wasp nest on top of his head.
Wasp nest, and below it is a whole stack of human bones. We might have stumbled across
A burial site.
yeah, something quite sacred here, like a sacred burial site. We were hoping at best to find like you know, some Aboriginal cave paintings that we could show our respect to, but we bloody never expected to see this. Now, up the other end of the cave here, there's spider conch, which is the shell. Up the other end of the cave here, there's...
Eventually, the duo paid their respects for what they thought was an ancient burial site and left it alone. This next streamer is a YouTuber who tried to solve the 2013 case of Denny Irwin, a veteran who mysteriously disappeared after he left to get a cigarette in his 2002 Hyundai Elantra.
Off the top there if you wanted to.
He's out there somewhere, Jared. He really is out there. I pray every day that He just give me a sign, or that God give me a sign and lead us to where He is.
According to YouTuber, he had a lead that could possibly point to the possibility that Erwin's body could be in a particular lake.
I don't want to be a cowboy here. I'm not here to rescue anybody. I'm here to do a job. That is a tire. It is confirmed. If you asked me 3 days ago what I'd be doing today.
After an intensive aerial search with his drone, the YouTuber eventually discovered a horrifying revelation about the tragic case.
All right, I just got done doing a little quick briefing, letting them know what they're gonna kind of run into. These guys are the pros, heroes. So they're suited up, they're ready to play. It's a wet, nasty one today. It's a little difficult to see, but he is out there. He's got the straps to strap onto the car. So. Yeah. No. Just have to deal with that. The car is coming out today. That means a notification will probably happen within the next 24 hours. Which is what we wanted. This is what we've been working for.
By the time he realized the car belonged to the late Erwin, he and a group of divers went out on a rescue and eventually put an end to the over a decade-long missing case. This was the moment a rider accidentally discovered the hideout of someone who was declared missing a long time ago. He stumbled into his makeshift home and discovered a lot of things in the creepy enclave right in the middle of the desert.
It's bizarre because we keep finding stuff that is giving us clues to what happened. You know, we found a note, we found health issues from the hospital, and you know, just in that Toyota, this guy just vanished. Got the huge water tank above, and we're gonna go check out that cabin real quick and then head up the mountain.
For the most part of his drive through the desert, there was really nothing interesting, but all that changed when he came face to face with this abandoned site.
And going to the next room, look at that, 2 suitcases. Just look out the window. Alright, this is the same guy, so he lived in this cabin too. You could see that's all dog food, so he insulated the walls with dog food bags, old Roy dog food, and we found that fur on the Toyota, which means clearly he was living in this house too. Going into the bathroom. Bathtub's all that's left behind. The wallpaper's all peeling. I'm thinking he may have moved. He didn't build this cabin or anything, because it was maybe abandoned when he moved here. That's why all of this is boarded up, and he put the dog food over it. So this was abandoned. He started living up here. Maybe he worked the mines. Maybe he just didn't. Some people do that. They go out into the BOM land and live because no one's ever going to catch you, or no one's ever going to know you lived in that area. It's just too desolate. But crazy place.
Eventually, he decided to leave the location, especially because he had no idea who or what had been living there before he found the site. This YouTuber known as Josh went down a cave live streaming the entire exploration, but what he came face to face with left him and his viewers completely shocked.
That's sick.
And this is pretty cool. This
This
is like our own hideout right now.
This is our hideout. No one else would even come here, so this is definitely a secret spot.
We got
our new secret spot. We have the secret beach, and now this. Okay. Got it. Can I head back now? This girl doesn't have a flashlight. Okay, I'm gonna take out my phone, actually.
After entering the cave, they came face to face with what appears to be a missing girl right there in the dark cave.
Can you tell them their daughter's up here? She's scared.
They don't speak. She doesn't speak English.
She doesn't speak English.
They don't speak English.
It's okay. It's all right.
This is the way back.
What an experience. As we were about to leave, this little girl comes up out of nowhere, scares us.
This streamer had a happy ending to his adventure. The same cannot be said for this guy in our next clip. This was the moment a YouTuber was live streaming his camping adventure, only to get startled by some creepy guy who came out of nowhere.
I shit me pants. This is Martin anyway. I don't know him, but
He's stopping for a steak,
just some random crate wandering about.
You went round here in a poncho a couple of months ago, were you?
The camping trip was pretty normal, and there really wasn't anything unusual about the woods. That was until this random guy showed up and wouldn't leave.
Too much filming because of that lad, Martin, who creeped up behind me asking for a light. We were homeless, so I fed him some steak and some mashed potato, and he's gone on his way. So I'm just going to enjoy this fire now, kick back for a bit, then wait and see what the night brings. What do you think, mate? I did ask Martin if he's been creeping about in these woods before, but he said he hadn't. Mind you, he's wrong build, didn't he? After I fed him, he scurried straight off. And I've just tried using my night vision, and the batteries have gone on it, even though I've charged them up.
Not knowing who the guy could be, the YouTuber packed up and left, especially because he had expensive gear and suspected that the man could have been a bandit. This was later validated when he came to get his trail camera, which he had left behind, only to realize it was completely gone.
One, I'm going to tell his mates there's a guy camping out with a load of filming equipment. And two, he's gone to score.
That was a scary encounter, but nothing compared to what this next streamer found during a hike to the Appalachian Trails.
Right now it's really nice. It's probably low 50s, but it'll be colder tonight, so I'll have a fire, have some food, set up my tent, and we'll see what we find. So I'm gonna get going here and yeah, find the camp spot and see if anybody's there.
Things started off in a very good light. That was until he stumbled on a particular location that looked like the campsite of a serial killer.
A very long note. And it looks like it was just put here because it's not wet. That duck is fairly recently.
He kept finding these empty containers that had papers with strange writings written all over them, scattered around the whole place. At this point, he probably thought things couldn't get any worse, but he was extremely wrong.
I'm a little out of breath because I'm trying to put as much distance between me and that sketchy camp spot back there as fast as possible. So, okay, I'm gonna press onto the shelter and then reassess.
On close observation, the notes appeared to hold secret messages and weird theories about the US government, the CIA, and a bunch of other conspiracies.
Little engine, back section, hiking again finally. Great day on the AT. This was in August. This writing looks almost exactly like the writing that was on that garbage a couple of miles from here. Let's see if this makes any sense. Sorry if the lighting's bad. I'm just gonna see what it says. Cleaned the outhouse. Picked up trash. Collected wood for others. See Charlie Daniels' Simple Man lyrics.
Phil made an extremely shocking discovery while going through the logbook, where other campers documented their experiences and encounters during their own hikes. Eventually, he realized he could possibly be in danger and decided to abandon the trip and head home the next morning. These streamers thought they had found a random toolbox in the woods and decided to take it home. What they discovered inside left them shocked.
It must have floated downstream, came down the waterfall while the tide was high and the water was strong. Because it rained last night. Now the water's lower, so it probably just sat here. How do we get this? How do we open it? Open it.
Oh, it's pretty heavy.
Yeah, oh, dude, easy, be careful with it.
It's heavy.
We don't know what's in it. It could be something dangerous. Open it. I don't think it. Oh, look! Stop! It's locked.
They did their best to open it right there in the woods, but when all their attempts failed, they decided to take the box home.
Yeah. Just be careful with it. Do you have a knife that we could just cut the ropes now and see what's in it? Alright, we gotta bring it home then. Alright. If I brought my gun, I could have just shot the lock open. Yeah, it would have opened right up. Can you get my straps in the compartment there?
By the time they opened it, they were immediately shocked to find a whole baby.
Yeah, they really tied this up nice.
Oh, there you go.
Now just pull everything out. Pull it all out. Pull it off. Let's see what's in here. What the?
Whoa.
There's a baby in here?
What the hell?
Wait, what are we gonna do with this?
Weird.
How is it?
In 2023, this father and daughter streaming duo made a terrifying discovery in the woods that left them in complete and utter shock.
Look at how scary that is. Put the torch on. Whoa.
Look at that one. That one's got red and black hair.
That is weird, isn't it? Look at them, they're everywhere.
Eek.
Here's even one on the ladders.
Oh, there's someone lying on the ground.
Aside from the fact that there were lots of creepy-looking, fully dressed mannequins scattered across this location in the woods, the walls of the abandoned building where this disturbing sight was found were filled with lots and lots of intricate paintings.
Sign.
There.
There.
Stop. The second best exotic COVID hotel. And the old car as well. So that is probably the weirdest thing I've ever seen in some woods. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
It seemed that this location was a ritual site or a gathering for some fraternity or cult. However, it didn't take long for them to notice a vehicle in the distance, probably observing their movements.
Here, take this.
They're chasing each other. Yeah, swap.
Swap. Like I said, that was the weirdest thing I think I've ever seen. Right then,
Yeah, it really
let's get out of here.
weird.
I think that car is coming down here. Whoa.
Just when things seemed like they couldn't get any worse, the vehicle immediately began to approach them. Eventually, they decided it was time to go. Finally, we see the moment a diver found a GoPro belonging to a victim of a drowning 2 years earlier.
The incredible moment a diver finds a GoPro camera at the bottom of a lake. Incredibly, the card inside the camera wasn't destroyed, and he was able to recover several videos. He soon learned the images were the final moments of a young man lost far too soon.
It's the moment a GoPro camera is discovered buried at the bottom of a murky lake.
After finding his remains, they were recovered, and we could see lots of recorded videos of the unfortunate victim who lost his life in that lake.
In the world.
We live in life. We live in life.
Sadly, the day was to end in tragedy. Richard Ragland went underwater and drowned. His camera was never found. Until now, when it was discovered by YouTube personality Rich Aloha during a dive for...
That's all for today, guys. Hit the like and subscribe button, and don't forget to drop your favorite moment in today's video right in the comments section below.